Hello everyone, Jez Lamb here, club chairman. Hope you're all keeping well and safe. So here's my version of teammates. I'm going to do it slightly differently, and I'm going to base it on the governing committee. So this could go horribly wrong and we might not have a committee at the end of it, but hey, let's give it a go. Biggest diva. There's some egos at play on the governing committee. I put myself in the diva category. You know, I have some strange ideas. I'm quite vocal at times. But diva, Nige has got to be up there and gets quite emotional about a few points. Clear passion for the club, but probably, I would say the biggest diva has to be Scraggy. I don't understand why he gets so upset about us constantly referring to the time he crashed the mower into the ditch. Yeah, these things happen, John. We don't keep on reminding you every week. It's only every couple of weeks. But you know what, John? You are probably the biggest diva. You've got, on one end of the scale, you've got the sartorial elegance of our first team captain, Mr. Marsland. You've got Mo with his quirky range of headgear. But then on the other end of the scale, you've got Clarkey with his three-quarter pants, his pink tops. But I mentioned him just before as well. And for his sheer lack of ability to wear shorts up to his waist, it's got to be Nige. You know, rest assured, fellow members of the club, that Nige doesn't restrict just showing the crack in his backside to Saturday afternoons. It happens in governing as well, and when you're in the confines of the club with only 12 or 13 of you there, your eyes can't go many other places. So, worst dressed, it's got to be Nige. Messiest on governing. Blimey, you've got a tale of two brothers here, really. You've got Sorda, who can be dissecting a chicken, a pork pie, performing some kind of open heart surgery on some piece of food as the meeting can start. So he's definitely up there as the messiest. And then you've got someone like Nige, who meticulously makes notes and makes, you know, this perfect list all the way through governing. I don't know, almost the complete opposite, where he becomes the neatest person on governing. But yeah, definitely messiest for just the disarray that he causes with whatever he's got in front of him. It's got to be Sorda. Toughest on governing. A lot of people have talked about physical toughness. Now, clearly, governing and being responsible for running the club takes a fair bit of mental toughness. There's one person who has to be the toughest person on that committee, and it's almost as if he's got the word no on repeat. It's got to be the club treasurer, Richie Simcox. You ask him for money, the answer's no. You ask him for anything, the answer's no. He does every now and again, give in, but it takes a lot of persuading. So just have that sheer resilience to constantly tell us, no, we're not spending that money unless it's really necessary. It's the reason why the club's finances are in a good position. So yeah, toughest person, got to be Richie. Most entertaining on governing. I mentioned him before in a couple of categories. It's got to be Nige. When Nige's got a point to make, there is emotion, there's passion, it boils through. It's just, it's great to watch, and I mean it in the nicest sense, just how entertaining Nige is when you can see just that sheer passion for the club coming through in the way that he gets his points across, he raises his questions. Yeah, in the nicest sense, Nige, it's pure entertainment just seeing your sheer love for the club. It's brilliant. This one, in the truest sense of the question, was longest in shout, but I'm going to actually turn it into the longest to make a point. You might be all thinking it's probably me at this point because I've been waffling on a bit and I've been known to. Matt Owen, another one of the club's great wafflers. Clarkey he can talk the hind leg off a donkey. But I would say the longest to make a point, and I say this purely from a personal perspective, because outside of governing, I've had 44 years of listening to this person make points. It's got to be my dad, grounds chairman Jez Lamb. Just can take forever to make a point, but all valid points, and makes a huge contribution to the club in terms of the grounds work. Worst haircut? Well, as the age demographic of governing committee is more advancing, and quite scarily I'm one of the younger ones on there, which is worrying. You've got the likes of Matt Owen on one end of the scale with hair in abundance, Tom, who's always perfectly groomed, Madeline representing the ladies well on there. But then on the other end of the scale, you've got some who are more follically challenged. I'm in that category. You've got Clarkey, who, can you class it as a haircut when there is just no hair? To go on this one, it's got to be Ken Barrett. He's been fighting that comb over for, I think, since about 1942, if going back on some of the old pictures. So, yeah, I would say worst haircut has got to be Ken Barrett. What of governing would I want to be stuck on a desert island with? Oh, blimey. I've got 12 other people to choose from here. Let's have a look. Don't think it'd be Clarkey. There just wouldn't be enough bandages, medicine, etc. to survive. Richie would just get bored because there's no money to count. Let's have a think. Sorda. Now, Matt Owen mentioned him in his video. He'd be dead resourceful. He'd start a fire, but I'd worry about just how he's going, what he's going to dissect and how it's all going to work. But he would be a good one. Steve Mack. Now, there's a resourceful fella. He'd be quite useful on there. But the person I think I would want to be stuck on a desert island with would be Nige. One, well, no, the overriding reason would be I could eat him. There's loads of him. I could eat him. And if he tried to get away, I'd catch him. So, yeah, sorry, Nige, it's you. A few people have mentioned this before in this kind of style, but I would have to say the whole of the governing committee. I cannot split any one of the other 12 members of that committee. Everyone plays a vital role in what the club does, all extremely valuable. So yeah, I would say the whole of the governing committee go down as best bloke, if you like. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed that, and above all else, stay safe, and we'll hopefully see you at the club once all this madness is over. Thanks guys.